Yeah. So most of the times when I go around and meet different people when I'm working, they always ask me, "Why are you a physiotherapist? Why did you choose being a physiotherapist?" So today is World Physiotherapy Day. As celebrating this day, I thought I would do a little video just to share of my 5-year experience of being a physiotherapist in my country, Tanzania. Yeah. So unfortunately, I did not get a chance to or get a privilege to work at a clinical hospital apart from the ward rounds and clinical rotation I used to do back in college. So since graduation, what I wanted was to just have to create a community-based project and just work with it and just impact my community. I always felt very close in working with communities. Yes. So after graduation, that was my focus, and uh, lucky enough, I was privileged by the grace of God to work with a foundation in Arusha that dealt with children. So some of the areas I've worked as a physiotherapist in these past 5 years would be the area of pediatrics with children, and mostly will be children with different disabilities, including cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, this intellectual disability, and other disabilities. So that was my area that I've worked for quite a number of years. And I also worked with organizations that were dealing with the community in general. So I've had a privilege to work in the most rural areas of Tanzania. Yes, so in these most rural areas of Tanzania, deep in the villages that are very far from town, and also had the privilege working with. When you work with the community, you can work with different projects. So I worked with a project that was run by an organization in my country. That was a livelihood project, but in the livelihood, of course, it was more of providing the assets that would be used to improve the livelihood of people, especially in the rural areas who are living in poverty. And I had a privilege to be a rehabilitation officer in that project because I was dealing with helping people with disability in the project. And in that project, I remember I was exposed to things I thought I'll never do in my life because I was exposed in the issues of accessibility, like how do we provide accessibility to people who have disabilities, and there was really involved people with disability, and it was more of how do you create opportunities for people with disability in terms of economic, that they not be dependent but they can influence the community for change. So I was privileged to work with in the area of assistive tech. And after that also I've worked, and apart from the community, I think I've also worked in trainings. I've had the privilege to train more than 100 different therapists. There'll be physiotherapists, occupational therapists, even medical doctors and nurses in terms of pediatric care for children. So some of my experiences as a therapist in my country, I would say, depending on the areas I've worked in, I think it is one of the most, but only it's a growing professional, but it's amazing. And I think we need a lot of people who can do research and physiotherapy, and we just need more physiotherapy who can specialize in different fields and are willing to pass that knowledge into the next generation. I've been privileged to work with some amazing organizations and some amazing people. And in turn, I do really want to share all the knowledge that I've gained, especially working in the community and with children. Today, as I celebrate World Physiotherapy Day, I celebrate not only one, but all the physiotherapists around the world who are doing so much and doing whatever it takes to improve the lives of our clients and patients who walk in our doors. Today, I want to encourage you to move on and keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get better results, and keep moving on. You may feel underappreciated, but your effort and all that you've done is good, and may God continue to bless your hands. Thank you. Happy Physiotherapy Day.